Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. This is Picture Me Locked here. I am 4 months in. Just gonna jump right in today because I have somewhere to be here in just a few minutes. So I wanted to do a quick video. I'm 4 months in. I did a video on my retwist at 4 months about 2 weeks ago. I promised that I would come back in 2 weeks to do a wash video, and I will be doing that later today. But right now, before we go into the wash routine, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the products that I am currently using. So I just swore on my, and I still do, my distilled water and my sweet almond oil mix. You can choose any oil of your choice to add to your water. And just, I would spritz my hair daily. Upon doing a little bit of research, I found something else that worked out well. And so I wanted to give it a try. Well, before I found out that it worked well, I wanted to give it a try. And it ended up working out really well for my locks. And that is vitamin E oil, y'all. Don't sleep on vitamin E. So I'll go into that in just a minute. But still using my distilled water and sweet almond oil mix. I am still moisturizing my hair in the shower. So even though I still use this, I kind of slacked off a bit because it's cold right now. And so I didn't want to spritz my hair and then run out into the cold air and get sick. So I kind of slowed down on this, but this still would be one of my staples, one of my favorites. As a matter of fact, it's not as cold out today when I run out in another few minutes, so I am going to actually spritz a little bit on today. But the shower has done amazingly well for my hair. And so I would spray a little bit of rose water. Sorry about my bottle, y'all. I just, I was trying to heat this up, and this is what happened to my bottle. I placed it in my little Yeti cup here, and with some hot water, placed it over in there, and I guess the water was a little bit too hot, and it kind of melted my bottle. So just spraying a little bit of rose water in my vitamin E oil, 100% vitamin E oil. I would add it to my rose water, and then I would do that as a daily spritz for moisture. So what we're doing on this channel is just not all about, it's best practices for everyone across the board. So of course I'm going to be trying out different things to see what works and what doesn't work. And so some of the things that I share, of course, it's not going to be for everyone. So that's why I want to kind of do some experimentation. Me personally, I like to have at least 2 regimens to go to. I like to have at least 2, shampoos on deck, 2 conditioners on deck, 2 just oils on deck. For one is that I feel like over time your hair can get accustomed to what you're doing, and then it's not as effective. And so I like to switch it up, kind of trick my hair, if you will. Like, you're getting something different this time. And so, so that's really the reason why I like to do that. The one reason. And 2, I just I just feel like, so products work differently. And so I like to switch it up based on my hair's needs, whatever I feel my hair needs. So I might have one conditioner that's just super ultra moisturizing, right? So that might be the one that I use mostly in the winter. And then I might have one still moisturizing, but I don't need quite as much of that in the summer because my hair loves the humidity in the summer. And so just the humidity keeps my hair moisturized. So that's the second reason that I do that. So with that being said, I felt like what I was doing with just moisturizing with the distilled water and the sweet almond oil was not moisturizing my hair to the degree for winter. So I started doing a little bit of research, and I found out some wonderful things about vitamin E oil. It is super duper moisturizing. If you get 100% vitamin E oil, it's actually pretty thick. And I don't know if you can tell that right now, but as I was trying to pour it out of the bottle, it was really hard to pour out. You don't want the vitamin E oil that has other oils in it. I mean, you can, but I prefer the 100% oil, and so that I can choose my carrier oil. So when you buy it in the beauty supply stores, usually it'll have other oils in there as carrier oils. One, it's very thick. Two, vitamin E oil is so rich and so potent that it can actually irritate your scalp or irritate your skin. So what you want to do is to ensure that you are mixing a carrier oil with it. Anything of your choice. It could be coconut oil, it could be sweet almond oil, which is my favorite, it could be olive oil, it could be jojoba oil, any other oil to kind of dilute it a little bit. So what I found online was that how vitamin E oil is a really great antifungal on your scalp. Also, it provides super moisturization for your hair. And darn it, I found that to be true. So how I used it was a couple of ways to get the benefits of this vitamin E oil. And this, by the way, is by Coco Care. I know it's backwards, y'all, but Coco Care. And there are other 100% vitamin E oils out there. I just chose this one. I like it, so I chose this one. So a couple of ways that you can get the benefits of the vitamin E oil is, I'm trying to think if I have here. So what I did was, this bottle here, this had sweet almond oil in it, and it was right up to the label line here. And I have no idea how much that is. I just kind of guessed, how much vitamin E oil to add to it. But I added 3 teaspoons of vitamin E oil to this. And then I got it and I heated it up. So I just got some hot water, placed it in a cup, and let it sit for about 3 minutes or 5 minutes, just until I felt like, the oil was warm. And it was so that I could shake it and have it mix very well with the sweet almond oil. Because when I poured it in there initially, the vitamin E oil just sat at the bottom. It didn't mix in. It just settled at the bottom because it's so thick, y'all. It's thick. It's heavy. So I did that just to, so I can mix it up very well. And then I proceeded to just spray it on my scalp. You want to concentrate on your scalp. So I massaged it in very well all over my scalp. Okay. And the residue that, of course, it was on my hands, I just kind of touched my locks. I didn't put a lot on there. I might have squirted a little bit more in my hand just to, get in the back there. And I put on a plastic cap and I sat under the dryer for about 15 minutes. I did that so that the pores in my scalp would open and allow that good vitamin E oil to just really soak in. And also so that it would penetrate my hair strands, penetrate my locks, and for about 15 minutes. That's one way that you can do it. The second way that you can do it is after wash day or on wash day, while your hair is damp, not wet, damp. You can, same routine, get it, spray it on or put it on your scalp, massage it in very well, and get a little bit, put it on your hands, and go down your locks, okay? Put your plastic cap on, and just go about your business, cleaning up, go to the gym if you want to go like that, whatever it is, and let your natural body heat help the vitamin E to penetrate your scalp and your locks. The very first time I did it, I sat under the dryer. It was late that night, had to go to work the next day, didn't have time to let my body cause it to penetrate. So I sat under the dryer. So you can do it both ways. When you take that plastic cap off and you feel your hair, oh my gosh, your hair is so soft and so moisturized. I mean, I couldn't believe it. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So that's my new go-to way of moisturizing my hair if I wanted to do more of a deep moisture. Some might call that just a good old-fashioned hot oil treatment, which I think for all intents and purposes it is. The only thing is you don't have to rinse it out. That's the beauty of it. So once you do this, don't rinse it out. You can, but I didn't, and I personally like the fact that I left it in. And really, the research that I did, the instructions were not to rinse it out. So I just followed those instructions. And my hair was so moisturized and soft. And the beauty of that is, too, with the vitamin E oil, because it's so rich, you only have to do it once a week. Just once a week, y'all. That's it. And your hair will stay moisturized throughout the week. Now, if your hair does get dry before you moisturize again, 7 days in a week, let's say by day 3 or whatever, you find that your hair is dry, that's where your rose water comes in, okay? So you get your rose water and add some vitamin E to it. Now, you might have to play around with this a little bit because everyone's hair is different. I already had maybe half of a bottle of this when I, added my vitamin E oil, and I added 2 teaspoons, okay? Added just 2 teaspoons, and that's how I ended up melting my bottle because, again, the vitamin E just settled at the bottom, and I wanted to liquefy it a little bit and cause it to mix very well with the rose water. So I put some hot water in my cup, and I let it sit for a few minutes and shook it up. And you can spritz your hair to give your hair the moisture that it needs. Okay? So that's in between time. So to give yourself that good old-fashioned hot oil treatment, if you want to call it that, or a deep moisturization, you do that once a week. Okay? And then to keep that moisture going, you'll add it to your rose water, and that can be a daily spritz. So if you find that your hair needs a daily spritz, it's quite all right to do that, and that's the way that you can do it. I haven't tried the vitamin E with just my distilled water. Like right now, like I said in here is my sweet almond oil. Haven't tried the vitamin E oil in there yet, so I might play around with that as well and let you know how that works out. But yeah. So that's a new way, an additional way of moisturizing your hair. So try it out and let me know what you think. I think you'll like it. And you might have to play around with, y'all, my brain sometimes just goes into a fog. You might have to play around with how much you're using just to get the right concoction for your particular hair. So play around with that. Let me know how that works out. Now, before I hop off of here, today, like I said, is wash day. And I'm going to come back later and show that. I'm trying to get my camera and all that stuff set up so that I can hopefully show you that my wash in the shower. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to be using the Dr. Locs line. Okay, so what I like about Dr. Locs, it was inspired by clients and made by a loctician. So what this particular lady, I can't remember her name right now, she was created this line because her clients were complaining about product buildup on their hair, and she went in with some chemists and developed this line to help mainly with product buildup. So she came out with a pretty neat line from what I've been able to see. You have in here the pre-cleanse, you have the Yasin shampoo, you have the Janan leave-in conditioner, you have your locking spray. I think the locking spray has a special name too. It's called, what's it called? Oh, the Mani locking spray. And then you have your Yaya oil. So what I wanted to do before I go into washing my hair was to talk about these products just a little bit, just to share the ingredients, okay? So let's start with the first one, which is the pre-cleanse. So the actual bottles of Dr. Locs looks a little different than this because these are the trial sizes. What I liked about her items too was that if you hadn't used it, instead of going out spending $20 on something that you have no idea whether it will work for you or not, she had these cute little trial size 1 ounce bottles, right? That you can just give everything a try. Give everything in the line a try. So that's what I did. And guess what? It was only $20, y'all, for all 5 of these products. All 5, $20. Can't beat that. So what I wanted to do is talk about the pre-cleanse for a moment. So what the pre-cleanse does, there are times that, oil in your hair will attract dirt, and just dirt and debris is gonna, get into your locks regardless. And dandruff, maybe you may have some dandruff particles in your locks or anything like that. And you've seen some people with locks, you see stuff inside their locks, little white stuff showing up. What the pre-cleanse does is loosens all of that dirt and grime and oil and lint and whatever has gotten into your locks. You spray this on before you wash your hair. And that loosens everything up so that when you go to wash it, all that stuff just rinses out. I saw a demonstration of it, and I'm excited to use this. I don't have anything like stuck in my locks or anything like that, but I did get a little bit of dandruff. Again, my scalp got very, very dry. That was before I found the vitamin E oil, so I had a little, dandruff. And I saw a few like at the root, so I'm happy to see how this works out. The ingredients in this, y'all, is distilled water, sea salt, apple cider vinegar, which we all know is a great clarifier, jojoba oil, tea tree oil, eucalyptus oil, witch hazel, vitamin E, which fights bacteria. See, I'm telling y'all, don't sleep on the vitamin E. So vitamin E and germaben, which is a mild preservative, and it also fights bacteria. So these antiseptic, anti-inflammatory, and hydrating ingredients are designed to lift up the excess oils and flakes and buildup from your scalp and your locks. Okay, so you start out with this first. Looks like it's in a spray bottle. So you just spray it on your scalp, spray it on your locks. It doesn't say that it has to sit or anything like that. You just kind of spray it on there, kind of massage your scalp a little bit. Knowing me, I probably run my hands down the shaft of my locks. And if you did see something in your locks, you can probably kind of work it in with your finger or something to help loosen up those things. So that's step 1. All right, y'all. Trying to get this box open. Step 2. You'll follow up with your Yasin. You can't see that. Yasin shampoo. So this shampoo, from my understanding and from what I have read, is that this shampoo really doesn't lather up very well absent of the pre-cleanse. So you must use the pre-cleanse first, and I guess once it gets all that debris and stuff out of your hair, that is what is actually going to help this lather up, but only after about the second shampoo. It is recommended when you use this shampoo, the Yasin shampoo, that you shampoo your hair 3 times. Now, I typically only shampoo twice, but it's recommended that you shampoo 3 times. So I'm going to find out what that's about. From what I'm understanding, the first shampoo, barely any lather. The second shampoo, you get more lather. By the third one, it's lathering up like crazy, y'all, and really, really cleansing your hair. So we'll see. If I find that my hair feels nice and clean after the second shampoo, I'll probably stop there. It looks like this has aloe vera leaf juice and tea tree oil, so that it's gonna hydrate your hair shaft and scalp as it cleanses. Okay. And there's also a mixture of jojoba oil in here, grapeseed oil, also eucalyptus oil, and lemongrass oil for a fresh scent and a hydrated cleanse. So I'm looking forward to this. From what I've seen so far in my research, your hair should feel squeaky clean when you're done. Okay? It should really feel extremely clean. It shouldn't feel stripped. It should just feel kind of squeaky clean. So we'll see about that. Okay? Step 3. Moving right along. Step 3 is going to be the Janan leave-in conditioner. I know you can't see that name, but Janine leave-in conditioner. So I guess while your hair is damp, you spray this all over your locks, and it's supposed to make your hair feel nice and hydrated. So it's supposed to rehydrate your scalp and locks, okay? And it can be used daily. So from my understanding, after you've pretty much stripped all that stuff out of your hair with the pre-cleanse, you've washed your hair 2 or 3 times with the Yasin shampoo, your hair should feel squeaky clean. So if there are actually some of you who may feel like your hair is stripped of moisture, then that's where this bad boy comes in. The Janine leave-in conditioner comes in to rehydrate, put that moisture back into your hair. And again, it can be used as a daily moisturizer. Now, me personally, I think I'm going to still be using this rose water with vitamin E mix that I've learned about, because hunty is working for you, girl. But if this works, perhaps this will be my second. Remember I said I like to have at least 2, products on deck. So this may be the one that I, add, as my second moisturizer, daily moisturizer. Let's see what it has in here, y'all. Let's see. It says the solution will add moisture and leave locks soft without an oily feel. So I like that. I don't like feeling oily. It has distilled water paired with coconut oil. So it's supposed to provide your locks or your strands with a pleasant, soothing experience. So we'll see. The leave-in conditioner, y'all. Janine leave-in conditioner. After you put on your leave-in conditioner, your fourth step is going to be the Imani locking spray. All right. So the Imani locking spray is what you use when you're ready to retwist. Most of us are using some sort of gel, right? Personally, I like to use aloe vera gel because of its hydrating properties. It's not sticky. It's not heavy. It won't leave buildup. So I prefer the aloe vera gel. That's the only thing I use. That's what my loctician also uses on my hair. So this right here, actually, instead of a gel, folks, this is a spray. All right? Never seen this before. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this holds and what this will do. From my research and what I've seen so far, it actually holds just as well, if not better, than a gel. We don't see. So let's see what's in this. And again, her products are designed, to not create buildup. So maybe that was the inspiration behind it being a spray. I did spray it on my fingertips. It's very, very light. Doesn't feel sticky or anything like that. I thought this stuff is going to feel sticky because it's a spray. And, it's going to feel sticky so that it'll keep my hair, my retwist in place. No, honey, doesn't feel sticky or anything like that. So I just want to try it out on my hair and see how it works. I've actually seen people use this and they spray it down the length of their locks too, so that as they're, retwisting and whatever, it keeps the entire lock in shape. What do they have in here? I'm not seeing. It just says it doesn't have beeswax and stuff like that, so I'm surprised. I'm not seeing what's in this, so I'm interested to know what's in this. So maybe I can find out and let you know. But I don't see the ingredients. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at my laptop. So anyway, this is supposed to keep your hair locked in place after you do your retwist. All right, and it's supposed to be lightweight. Last but not least, the 5th item that we're going to be using, or that you would use, and that we're going to try out, is the Yaya oil. Yaya. Don't you like the way that sounds? Yaya oil. I wonder how did she come up with the names of this stuff. But anyway, the Yaya oil, let's see what it has in it, y'all. It has 6 different natural oils. It says to cure and restore the scalp and hair to its natural order. Yaya. So, It has jojoba oil and grapeseed oil, which would treat a dry and flaky scalp, which is what many of us may need, especially during the winter months, like me. So I really want to see what this does. It has avocado oil, which I love, which I mostly use only in the summer though. And then, let's see. The avocado oil is going to provide good moisture within the locks and the hair matrix. And then it has argan oil, also another good one, which hydrates and softens the hair and rejuvenates the scalp so that your hair smells great and feels as soft as it should. So this is everything, y'all. The Yaya oil. So let's see, how that does. It's winter, so I'm having a feeling I may not be able to use this consistently during the winter months. I probably get better results in the summer, but we're gonna see. Okay. So that's it, y'all. It's the Dr. Locs line that we've reviewed today as far as the ingredients that are in here. You can order through Instagram, which is what I did. And she does have a website. I think it's just drlocs.com. And so you can order that way too as well. So we're going to try these products out later on today. So I've got to hop out right now, but we're going to see how these products work out. And I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that my camera and all of my setup and everything works well so that you can actually see me in the shower using the shampoo, the pre-cleanse and the shampoo, because I really want to show what that looks like. So hopefully that works out. But in the meantime, in between time, guess what I'm getting ready to do? I'm getting ready to use my good old-fashioned distilled water with sweet almond oil right now, just so that my locks will sit down. I have been walking around all day still with my satin cap on. And so, some of them are just sticking out and they're just doing their own thing. And they truly are doing their own thing, like this baby right here. I don't know what this means. This looks like this is a ball or something that just needs to be pulled off. I'm not pulling it. I'm not yanking it. I'm literally letting my hair do what it wants to do. Okay. So yeah, just a little bit of water. My scalp looks a little dry. So I wanted to just spritz just a little bit because I have to go outside. And so when I come back, we are going to roll over into part 2, which will be the actual wash, and I will get a chance to then tell you firsthand how these products work. Did the Dr. Locs line live up to what they promised? So this is part 1 where we just talked about it, let you know what's in these products in case you're interested in trying them out. If any of those ingredients sound good to you, if any of those ingredients you found in the past work for you, or if you're just curious like I was and want to try something for your locks, that's what this video was all about. And just to give you an update on my moisture routine. So, with this vitamin E oil, y'all really need to try this. You really, really do. So that's it for now. I'm going to come back later on in the day. I hope that I can do the wash video today with my camera and all that good stuff. So thank you for tuning in. Sorry the video was so long today. I had to go through all the products, y'all, so we can know what we're working with when it's time to do the wash and my retwist. I'm kind of hoping that I don't have to retwist it. We'll see. So yeah, so I appreciate you all watching. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the content. And what else? Because I always do this. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Oh, and the notification bell. Okay? So all those things keep you informed on what we're doing over here at Picture Me Loc'd. And let me give a quick little shout out. I'm not going to give a last name or anything like that, which I don't think I had a last name anyway, but you guys have been really nice to me online, and I really appreciate it. I did this channel just to share, really to document my journey, right? And I didn't just want to take, a picture and all that stuff. I wanted real time or live action or action, footage of my journey. And so you all have really been very kind, and I really appreciate it. We're learning on here together. Never had locks before, so this is a learning experience for me. And so I'm hoping that we can get on here and learn together. If there's anything that you all would like to share, or products that you would like for me to try, or routines that you would like for me to try, or anything like that, please, please, please feel free to share. But I got a shout out and also a new subscriber. Her name is Marquita. So Marquita, if you're watching, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining the Picture Me Locked family. I'm excited for you, girl. We're about to do this. And one of the reasons that I'm shouting out Marquita is that she's also 4 months locked. And if I'm not mistaken, Marquita, you just made 4 months on January 14th. Am I right? 14th, 17th, I think you said 14th. And so we're right there together, girl, neck and neck with this thing. And she also mentioned that her locks look similar to mine. So this is what my locks are looking like right now. Still very frizzy because they're still budding. So they're looking really frizzy. There's nothing you can do about that, y'all. So relax, take a deep breath, which is what I have to keep reminding myself to do. And yeah, so I don't know if I can get the back for you good enough or not, but this is what it's looking like. Can y'all see that? Okay, this is what it's looking like. So Marquita, are yours looking like this too? Like this one right here is just doing its own thing. A couple of them back here still haven't completely locked. You know, a good washing may very well unravel them. Like this one right here. It's not locked at all. And so this is where we are right now. So Marquita, if you're looking like this and you said you were, let's hang in there, girl. Continue to support one another. All right, we are gonna make it through this thing, which is what some people call the crazy phase or the ugly phase or whatever phase it is. We're gonna make it through this together. So I hope the tips that I've shared today will help not only Marquita but everyone who's watching. So Marquita, thanks again. And maybe down the road I'll start giving some gifts and some things, some perks and all that for watching and being a part of the Picture Me Locked family, because I truly, truly do appreciate the support. So hang in there, Marquita. Thank you, girl, for watching. And I hope you'll be able to also join everyone. Hope everyone can join later on today for the wash video. I don't know if I'm gonna like do a live or how I'm gonna do this, but I'll figure it out. But right now, I've got to go, y'all. This video has been long enough. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all for part 2, which is the actual wash using these Dr. Locs products. And let's find out if they do everything that everyone says or that these products claim to do. All right. Thanks again for watching Picture Me Locked Out. I'll see you all in a little while. Bye.